Hello, my friend, wherever you are. I'm sending you love, the power of positivity, and vitamin D is all over. But my friend, welcome to the Gazillionaires Club. Let me do a 360. And we are in Barva. Stand by. Hedadia and then Barva. Barva is a small town, so what you're seeing right now, it actually, this is where like they, if they have an event or after school, like all the kids would come here, and then there is only there's one bus that runs to the place that I Airbnb at, and then at the center, that this is the center. They have a couple of buses that runs, so you can see the bus back there. There's a couple of buses that run to Hedadia, and then from Hedadia you can head to San Jose and stuff like that. But as far as so let's talk a little bit about living. I will just share like some of the things that I mean, Costa Rica is a good place to visit, but definitely for me personally, it's not a place where I want to live. First of all, it's kind of small. Second of all, I don't like to live in a country where most of the stuff is imported. I think the only thing that they export, or not the only thing, but talking to the landlord, he mentioned that like coffee, it's really popular here and is being imported. And then and somewhere I saw a documentary somewhere, sugarcane is also it's really popular here, but I don't see any sugar cane, so I'm assuming they turn it into sugar, or they probably export it to another another country. And for example, in Mexico, right, I can easily get a frappuccino for about 60 peso. 60 peso, it's roughly about $2.50, $2.50. Over here, you get over here a frappuccino. It probably going to cost anywhere from like 2,500 colony to 2,700 colony, which is about I'm giving you an estimate, probably around like 350, around there. And lunch here. So put it this way: if I have to simplify it, everything here costs probably 10% more compared to Mexico. And like I said, Costa Rica is not a big country. It's kind of like it connects like South America and North America, but the majority, not the majority, I went to the store and it seems like a lot of stuff are being imported. But if you are a rambutan lover, oh my God, you're gonna love rambutan. They have a lot of rambutan here. So, and you saw in the couple of my videos when I was in San Jose, you get diverse kind of people, and it's it's not like hood. It depends on where you are. I mean, every country there's a hood, but the center was like, I think there I probably mentioned this in my previous video, but crack tend to be a problem here. Like on the other day when I was catching the bus, and I went to the bus station, and there was an ambulance, and apparently there was just a gentleman like on the ground dying, and you can kind of tell when people do like heavy drugs, like you can kind of tell that like they're all like fucked up and shit. Yeah, I got some more of that propaganda. But as far as come in here and visit, like so check out the background. There's a mountain back there, and there's something about clouds and mountain. When I see the clouds like passing through the mountain, it amazes me. It's like in a Chinese movie, right? And what else? Like I was going to get a bicycle because I'm planning to stay here for 2.5 months. But then I was like, I don't need it because it's uphill, and for a used like bicycle, it costs like 200 bucks, and it's a mountain bike, right? It's one of those like pawn shops. They have a lot of pawn shops here. I told you this, but they don't have 24K, you know, jewelry, and then also, you know, there's no gold bullion, those gold bars. So this town is like, you know, it's small, but where, you know, where the, you know, this is probably where you find not the super wealthy, but the upper class, like the middle class and the upper class. And they're only, as far as I know, there's only like two or three coffee shops in this area. They do have a lot of like, you know, little you know, the fruits over there. Like, you know, there are a lot of those, you can see it, the fruit. And I'll go this way since I'm gonna be heading, like right now, I'm walking to the supermarket, you know, to get some food because I ran out of food. And it seems like this is where, like, you know, people like the downtown area, right? Like, you know, you take the bus, you go to Heredia, and then you go to San Jose. So this is where like most of the majority of people hang out, and they go wherever they need to go, like whatever kind of business you need to do in downtown, right? A lot of bread, like over there, you can definitely see it. And I saw a few Asian people in this area as well. So, bitch, please. But if you go to San Jose, you see a lot of like, you know, especially in the Chinatown area, you see a lot of like, you know, like Asian people. Apparently, the amount of Asian people in this area is quite large. And when I say Asian, I'm assuming they're mostly Chinese because they're Chinese and Japanese too. Because like when I go into like a restaurant and I order, usually like, you know, Japanese, Chinese and Japanese are on the menu, and food, right? And you know, houses here, I consider them to be really nice, in my opinion. I don't want to get hit by a car, but there's a gentleman right in front of me. Hola. And I mean, houses here are nice. So for the time being, like, you know, I left Seattle to get away from the rain, but I guess, you know, with the rain and the clouds, it's kind of good, because if it weren't here, boy, the weather could, you know, can easily get up to like 90 or 100. But I think that is it, my friend. So if you know, if you ever go to, I don't like doing video when I'm walking, especially like, you know, like, because first of all, I don't want to get hit by a car, and then second, it's like, you know, well, I guess like when I do a video like this, it's kind of like, you know, I'm taking you with me. It's kind of like you're like my buddy, and then we're just like walking and talking at the same time, you know. Penis. So my friend, let me know from watching all of the previous videos in Costa Rica, what are your takes on it? And if you are watching and you are from Costa Rica, tell me something that I'm missing, or, you know, am I right about Costa Rica? What are some of the observations, you know, that you think I have it wrong or have it right? I want to know, right? Because the point of traveling is to share the culture, my observation, my viewpoint, and to share it with you. And I want to do the same thing, because in a conversation, you know, it has to be back and forth, not just me talking, right? Okay, my friends, so much love. I will see you in the next video. Oh, by the way, the first day when I came, that was the first store that I got my fruit from. I bought a bunch of like rambutan. I bought a bunch of oranges or mandarin orange, and I bought a bunch of like soursop. And I just ran out, so I'm gonna get some more. And there's the meat store. So much love. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you use the hashtag Gazillionaires Club and we can get this conversation going, okay? So much love, my friend. Ta-da.